Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 18 of my life as a CTC cadet pilot. This week it was the Module 2 real exams. Roll titles. So, as you're aware from the last two episodes, I'm actually recording this after the end of Module 2. And that's because the last few weeks of Module 2 were just too busy to record a video. No social life, and if anything, I ran out of time. So literally, all I could do was eat, sleep, and study. So how did the real exams go? So last week I said I passed all of the mocks, but there's no point passing the mock if you can't pass the real exam. So as you recall from Module 1, I'm currently on target for first time passes. Now let's see if that changed. So as a reminder, in Module 2 we studied radio nav, instruments, flight planning and performance. You know what? I can't actually remember the order I sat those exams in. But anyhow, I'll go in the order that I've just said them. So, radio navigation, I believe that was an hour-and-a-half exam. Not too bad, really. I felt like I got a bit of an unbalanced exam. This is the only problem with the CA exams is it's luck of the draw of what you get. They try to balance like the topics you get. So you'll get so many of distance measuring equipment, so many of GPS, so many of instrument land system. You can get anything. You should get a fairly even balance, but it can sometimes lean towards a different part of the topic. So for me, I got a shed load of distance measuring equipment questions and GPS questions. So they are quite difficult. Got a fair amount of secondary surveillance radar. One subject I was quite surprised that I didn't get many for was, what was it? Instrument land system. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get anything on microwave land system. So I spent all that time pulling my hair out, studying instrument land system, and I only got one question. So that was a bit annoying, but there we go. That's how the exams go. So radio nav, did I pass it? Did I fail it? How did I do? That's right, I did in fact pass radio nav. Mark wasn't as high as I wanted, but it was a pass. That's the main thing. I mean, it wasn't in the 70s, it was mid-80s, but me being me, I would have liked something in the low 90s, considering I did so well in the mock. But there we go, that's RNAV. Main thing is you pass all the exams. If you get a high mark, it's even better. But second exam was instruments. Now, this was a bit of an interesting exam. I felt, again, that this wasn't a well-made exam. And I spoke to a lot of guys on my course about this, and we felt that the exam quality for instruments wasn't very good. A lot of dodgy questions. And I think some of the things have been lost in translation, as you may or may not be aware that some of these exams aren't actually originally wrote in English. They can be written in German, French, Italian, God knows what. But I did okay. I got mid-80s again, but I think that mark could be boosted up. There was a lot of dodgy questions, and I think there's a couple of people I'm aware that are going to be appealing that paper, and if it doesn't go up, I'm not disappointed, but I think out of the 4 papers, I think that stands the highest chance of your mark going up. Just to quick explain how the appeal system works is, it doesn't matter whether you pass or fail, you can appeal the paper. But you don't have to appeal the paper for your mark to go up. If someone gets a same question as you, they appeal it and they're successful. Anyone that got that same question who got it wrong will be awarded the marks. So, I mean, I've heard of people months down the line having their marks increased. They will never decrease your mark, but they can increase it. So for instruments, well, I've already said I passed it, so I spoiled the surprise, so we'll put that up on the screen. Next exam, flight planning. Now this is what I would call the noisiest exam of the bunch. As usual, in flight plan we've got the Jefferson manual. I won't get that down as I'll end up dropping it on my head, and that'll be very entertaining for you guys, not very good for me. But yeah, flight plan is considered to be one of the noisy exams, because you literally, there's like a dozen of you in this exam, literally folding up papers all the time, opening up charts, moving stuff all over the place. It's an absolute nightmare. But good thing is though, for the real exam, it's a bit time constrained, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's 2 hours. I think I was done in about an hour and a half, so reasonable amount of time. I mean, I'm quite high paced, but I think everyone managed to finish in time in that. So I don't think I've spoiled a surprise for this one. So did I pass it or did I fail flight planning? That's right, I did in fact pass flight planning. It was my strongest exam, which I was quite surprised about, considering that it is a difficult exam. So that feels really good. So that's 3 exams done. What about the 4th one, performance? It's a very difficult exam. Lot of drawing lines, and you've got to be very accurate when doing chart questions. They can sometimes ask you for it to be within an accuracy of 150 kilos, which can sound a lot, but when each of these tiny little squares represent 500 kilograms, you're going to need a bit of exam technique to work this one out. For example, you can have questions where in the small print it can say, oh, if you've got your packs on, add 350 kilograms. So you've got to look at 2 answers, see if there's 350 in between them, and then pick the right answer. Depends on whether packs are on or off. So you've got to read the small print not just in performance, but in all of the exams. Any chance, there's always a little bit in the corner that makes all the difference. So performance, did I pass it and make it a full house? That's right, I did. I passed module 2, first time passes. Really good. My average did drop a little bit. I think I'm on 88.4, I think, when I last worked it out. But like I said, that could still go up. I mean, I'm all qualified for module 3. At the time of recording, actually, I've completed the first week of module 3. So as soon as this video is over, I'm going to record the 19th week and the first week of module 3. So really pleased to have passed module 2. I feel overall module 2 was more difficult than mod 1, but at the same time it was a little bit easier, because even though I feel like the difficulty went up, because I've sat exams before in module 1, I now know what to expect in terms of exam technique. So overall I felt it was about even in terms of difficulty. So that's module 2 done. 2 modules down, 1 to go. We're on the home straight now. Tell you what, I won't spoil what's coming up for next week, because I'm going to record that right now. So as always, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share this video with anyone who might be interested in it. As always, thanks for watching. See you again next week.